All right, so this is going to be my assignment 7 where we worked on GUIs. So the GUI you can see here, basically what it does is we have this box here in the center and you can do translations with it with the slider. So we can move it in the X direction. You can move it to a maximum of 200 and a minimum of -200. The Y direction as well, same 200, -200. And the Z, I go to 200 and then to 2 just to prevent it from going through the bottom, the floor. Apart from that, then we have the rotation sliders. So you can rotate in the your relative X, your relative Y, the relative Z, and then the global X, global Y, and global Z, which you can get a better example of. Let's see, so if I rotate it in the X, and you can see if I rotate it in the relative Z, the way it spins, and then if I rotate it in the global Z, the way it spins. Okay, so those are the basic functions that we had to implement. Additional things I did, you can see I've used this reset sliders thing. That's just a basic thing to reset all the sliders. You can see it just resets the cube back to its initial state. We have an add cube, so you press add cube and it gives you a name. So you set a name to it. We'll just call it box2 add. I'll go ahead and move the initial one. You can see it created a new box. From this drop down menu up here, you can see the different boxes in the world and select it. You'll see the sliders update with whichever box you're on. So I'm on the init box, which is the one in the right there. I go to box 2. Now I can move box 2 around and the states save across, so I can resume moving the initial box wherever I wanted to, switch back to box 2, and do whatever I want with it. And then you have the delete cube. The delete cube works just by deleting whichever cube you have selected up here. So if I have the init cube, which is the one on the right here, hit delete, see it's gone. Now we have box 2 there. It'll default to the first box in the list. So here if I make box 3, and then we'll make box 4, and let me just move these. So there's box 3, and here's box 4. So box 4 is this one on the bottom. Now if I delete box 4, you think maybe it'd go to box 3, but it'll go to box 2 instead. That's just, I don't know, that's just the way I made it. So yeah, basic functionality there, just add, delete, and the drop down menu, so you can do different things with the different boxes you've added. And then you'll also see this this messenger thing here. What this does is you'll see I have messages appear here. Now let me go ahead and open up a second instance. Alright, so now I got these up. You can see the messages appear here on both sides. So if the left side here is the main one and the right side here is the listener. So if I go ahead and type in hello and hit send, and it sends across to this one. And I went ahead and just made a build with a different listener port, so that way this could actually go back and forth. So you can say, hey, send it back, and there you go. And you can have a whole little conversation, I guess, assuming that this was being done by 2 people. But yeah, basically just a little messenger client. Displays the font with a world string using a font that I downloaded online. So yeah, just basically a little messenger app there. And that's pretty much it. So just basic translation, rotation stuff. I was going to do this with a tick box to change between relative and global, but when I tried to do the when I was trying to do the saving the states, and well, no, it wasn't even really that. It was just the fact that if you click the box and you'd already like moved, say I moved the Z, and then I click use global or whatever, then it would rotate in the Z, whatever you already had, because I guess it's just the way that my update function was going. So maybe I could have tried to work around that, but I ended up just using 6 sliders because then you have full control over all 6 without having to worry about that happening. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have. So thank you.